Mr. Hahn here, as if you couldn't recognize me. Got a little math extension we're going to talk about today. It's a little continuation on your double-digit division that we did on Monday. So if you'll take out your notes, this will be kind of short, but it will also be helpful to you when you do these sort of problems. On Monday, they gave you some pretty easy double-digit division problems. They're going to start getting a little harder, and I'm just going to try to give you a little bit of strategy here on how to make your life a little bit easier when we talk about double-digit division. All right, so here is, for example, let's say we are dividing 19 into 595. 19 into 595. And as you look at this, it gets a little on the scary side, mostly because 19 is not an easy number to work with. Okay, but we'll talk about that in just a second here. Just like before, again, the key to getting division right is, doing the algorithm, the divide, the multiply, the subtract, the breakdown, and keeping things straight. And like I told you on Monday, 19 doesn't go into 5, so you shouldn't have anything above 5. Now, if you want to put X, you don't really have to, but, putting a 0 there, whatever. But here's where the things kind of get a little tougher here. So now you know that 19 does go into 59, but the question is how many times? And the book encourages you, as do I, that if you look at these, just to figure out the close number, and it doesn't work 100% of the time, but most of the time it will, just to get the close number, you want to think to yourself that 19 is awful close to 20, and 59 is awful close to 60. Now, you wouldn't write that in there, but I'm just going to jot it down so you can see it. And those would be the two numbers that you would think just to get close to, how many times will 20 go into 60? Because those are a lot easier numbers to work with, and hopefully you're thinking 3. Okay, but I don't use 20 and I don't use 60. I have to use 19. So here off to the side, I am going to try 19 times 3 and see if that works out. 3 times 9 is 27, and 3 times 1 is 1, plus 2 is 57. And that's a good number because I have 59 there. So I'm going to write I did 3 down, and I get 57. I subtract, and then you look, and this was where we pause for reflection. 2 is a good number because it's much less than 19. So then we bring down and start the whole process over again. And this one's pretty easy because it's pretty easy to see that 19 is only going to go into 25 one time. 1 times 19, and you get 6 left over, which is good. So 31 remainder 6 is my answer. 31 remainder 6 is my answer. Let us look at a couple more here. Let's say I have 39 into 1,207. Same thing is true. This one's going to get a little tougher. 39 certainly doesn't go into 1. It's not going to go into 12, but it will go into 120. And again, thinking 39 is awful close to 40. How many times will 40 go into 120? Or look at the 4. How many times will 4 go into 12? And again, 3 would be a pretty good answer there. So I will try 39 times 3. 27, carry the 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. And that looks like a pretty good number. So I put my 3 up there. 117. Do my subtracting. 7 from 10 is 3. 3 is a good number, and boom. Drop down to 7. How many times? Now here's where you have to be careful. How many times will 39 go into 37? Well, it won't. but I did bring down a number, so I have to fill in that spot right there. You know, I get 0, so I am going to get a remainder of 37. Can I have a remainder of 37? Certainly. Why? Because it is less than 39. It's a big remainder, but it is acceptable. So I get remainder 37. So hopefully, 5th graders, that helps you a little bit. You're going to want to use what the book says, you know, a little estimation and rounding and compatible numbers and all that sort of stuff when you do your double-digit division. So that is the brief, short, but exciting video for today. Hopefully you're having a good day, and I'll probably see you a little bit later.